Hey guys, it's Tammy from Fuji Arts here. I do have other things that I like to do other than soap. I love to cook, and therefore I like to try to save a little money with the best products that I can get. And I like to bake. So, what I wanted to show you all today, a lot of you may know this, some of you may not. I know cooking and baking is an art that is somewhat lost, I think, especially younger generations than myself. I'm 46. I grew up learning to cook for tobacco hands, you know. So I learned how the good old Southern cook does. But anyway, I wanted to show you, if you have all-purpose flour, there's all-purpose flour and then there's self-rising flour. The difference is the self-rising flour has baking powder and salt in it. If you don't have those two things, your baked goods are going to be like little rocks. Believe me, it's happened to me. I've put the all-purpose in the wrong container before. And anyway, I like to use self-rising, but I like the softer wheat in the all-purpose, and sometimes you can get the all-purpose just a little bit cheaper. And this is what I do. I'm going to show you how to do it. Lord help me, you know I make a mess in everything that I do. I've already done this once, but I'm going to do it again on camera, let y'all see. You take a bag of all-purpose flour. All-purpose, there's nothing in it except flour. You take 6 cups. Now, I'm no professional cook, but you want it pretty much smooth on top. So you take 6 cups of all-purpose flour. Yes, my hands are clean. It doesn't hurt to get your hands into your cooking. That's what God gave them to us for. And, Lord help me. What is that, 2 cups? I'll forget how many cups I've got. Okay, there's 3, 4. Oh, look at my hand. 5. And I believe we got 6 out of this. Okay, there's 6 cups. Take 6 cups of all-purpose flour. Wipe my hand off a little bit. And you'll want to whisk. And what I usually do is just make a little hole here in the middle. We're going to make this all-purpose flour self-rising flour, okay? To 6 cups of all-purpose flour, you take 3 tablespoons. Now, there's a big difference between a teaspoon and a tablespoon. Look here. Tablespoon, teaspoon. You want the big one, the tablespoon. You take 3, and if in your baking powder, if you'll look in the top of it there, whew, going everywhere. Look at the top there, you see there's a straight side. And that is, you go in there and you get a big old hunk like that. And you just pull it across the top and you get a perfect tablespoon. You put 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of baking powder and 1 tablespoon of regular table salt. Now this is not kosher salt. This is a regular table salt. If you don't have salt in it, it's not going to taste like anything. Believe me, it'd be really gross. And then what you do, let's set these over here. You take a whisk and very gently you mix in your 6 cups of all-purpose flour, your 3 tablespoons of baking powder, and 1 tablespoon of salt. And you mix these in really well. You want to be sure everything is dispersed throughout the complete flour. So this may take a minute. No big deal. Take your time. The flour police aren't going to come and get you if you get it all over your house Or as me, I usually have it everywhere. Lord help me. I think I've told the story before. When I was in doing hair, I worked at my cousin Kay's at the hair shack. And I managed to get hair color on the ceiling. The hair color turned out wonderful, but the ceiling didn't win. I like to use this little whisk. It's got like a silicone coating on it. It's just, you just don't get it everywhere as bad. And for me to say that, that's something. So just keep stirring. This also aerates it, which that's what you want, because sometimes all-purpose flour is a little packed together. So to aerate it, especially if you're cooking a cake or biscuits or anything like that, you want them nice and fluffy, and air helps them. Okay, I think I've got this pretty much. Oop, see, there you go. There's Tammy making a mess. I were to write a book, 101 Ways to Make a Mess. Be a bestseller. Then I take it, and this is what I keep my flour in. This is just a little container. It's got a metal lid to keep airtight. And I got these at Walmart. Under $5 a piece. I think they're maybe 3 something maybe. And then I've got these little stickers. They're a chalkboard stickers. And I can write on there what it is. And in this case, I will put all-purpose with baking soda and salt. Or something like that. But I'll put it on there. Now, if you've got one of these types of funnels, this is what you use in canning. If you don't, you can simply just roll up a piece of paper and stick down in here and pour your flour that way. But this is what I do. I just take that and I get it. I use the same cup measurement. And I get it by half cups or 3/4 of cups, what have you. And I just let it fall down in there like that. And that keeps, sometimes you gotta shake it a little. All that air I've put in there. But this is a good way, you know, when you get your groceries home, or on a night, maybe you prep stuff for the week. Take your flour and put it in one of these little jars. But take your all-purpose flour. You know, if you cook very much or bake very much, I'm sure you have baking powder. And of course you have to have salt. And this is just plain old regular cheap iodized salt. It's got iodine in it, which is an important part of our diet. No, we don't need that much salt in our diet, but if you want to taste good, you want some salt in it. So, just saying. I have already put 6 cups in there. I think this will hold 12 cups. I don't know. It's looking pretty. It's looking pretty full, isn't it? Here, let me do this. Sometimes you can pack this down. Look how much that packed that down. I'm gonna take this and just sort of rake it in. Yay, we got it. 12 cups of flour. This holds 12 cups of flour. And we started with this. We put it in with this and just finished it off. And now, I will put my lid on. Dust it off. And this will go over with my other containers. Remember, you want to make self-rising flour and don't have any? Well, all-purpose flour, 6 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of baking powder, and 1 healthy tablespoon of salt. All this will give you this, and your baking will be great, and you'll save just a little bit money, and your baking might be just a little bit better, depending on what you make. Anyway, thank you all so much. I thought this would just be a neat little video. If you like this video, please like below and click the subscribe button. I would so appreciate it. And God bless to everyone. And everyone have a good weekend. Thank you. Bye.